Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about Excel. Let me tell you the basic concepts of Excel first of all. Here at the top left side corner we have the Office button. Here you can click and see what the different options available here. Similarly, this area which you can see here, right till here, this area is known as a ribbon. Okay, this is known as a ribbon. And what does ribbon contain? You can see these: home, insert, page layout, formulas. What are these known as? These are known as tabs. So this first one, this one is known as a home tab. This is insert tab, page layout tab, formulas tab, data tab, and so on. Okay. And each tab contains different groups. You can see this small rectangle there. These rectangle, this one, right? These are all known as groups. Okay. So this is a clipboard group. You can see it written here down. Clipboard group. This is the font group. This is the alignment group. Now, why we call it a group? Because it contains a group of commands which have a similar function, which are related to one particular task. For example, you might have heard about cut, copy, and paste, right? All these are used collectively. All these are used collectively. So that's why cut, copy, and paste, these are kept together in this group. Okay. Similarly, bold, italic, underline, all these, they are related to the fonts. You can change the font size if you like. Okay, or font's name, whichever font you want to choose. All these are related commands related to the font. So that's why they are kept in the fonts group. Similarly, you want to adjust the alignment and so on. So you can do it from here, right? That's why they are in the alignment group. Fine. So let's talk about the basics. Let me repeat it once again. This is the Office button, right? And these are the tabs: home tab, insert tab, page layout tab, and so on. And this area where all these groups are placed, this is known as a ribbon, right? Let's move on further. You can see this small thing, a small toolbar. This is known as a quick access toolbar. What? Quick access toolbar. Here, as the name indicates, quick access means if you want some command which you have to use repeatedly over and over again, right? Those kind of commands are kept here. You can even add the command from here, or you can even replace some of the commands. So those commands which you use often, they are kept here, right? For example, now we have the save button here, and this is the redo, and this is the undo button, right? So these are the commands most often used. So that's why they're kept here. That's why its name is quick access toolbar, right? Okay, fine. Let's come down here. We have a name box here and a formula bar here, right? A name box and a formula bar, right? And this area here, it's known as a worksheet. Okay. By default, when you open this Excel, there are 3 worksheets available here. You can see it: sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3, right? So these are the worksheets. And this full file which is open, the whole file, it contains 3 sheets by default. So I have talked about 2 things: worksheet and workbook. A workbook is similar to a notebook, right? What does a notebook contain? A notebook contains many pages, right? Many sheets of pages. So similarly here, workbook is quite similar to a notebook, and worksheets are similar to the pages of a notebook. Okay, fine. And what does a sheet contain? Sheet contains cells. See here? These are all cells. Wherever I'm clicking, these are all cells. Small rectangles which you can see here. These are known as cells. Okay. And you can see these column headings: A, B, C, D, E, right? Can you identify? These are known as column headings. Okay. And these 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left hand side, these are known as row headers. Okay. Row headers. These are column headings and these are the row headers. And a way to remember is that columns run from top to down like this, and this is a row, so it goes from left to right. Okay, fine. All right, children, before we move further, let me tell you that this Microsoft Excel is a part of a package which is called MS Office. Okay, and MS Office contains Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access. Okay, you might be knowing about that. This is Excel 2007, which we are using here. And you might be having a different version in your own computer, but don't worry, all are same. Okay, there are many versions. Actually, this is, for example, 2007. There was 2010 also, 2013, 2019, 16. Okay, a little bit the interface might be different, but the commands are almost the same. Okay, so let's move on further. Okay, you can see this cell where I am, right? This thing is known as an active cell. All are cells, but wherever I click, you can see a thick black border around it, right? This thing indicates that this is an active cell. And whatever you do, for example, you start typing, okay? You start typing, it'll be typed in the active cell only, okay? So do remember that. Then let's talk about the number of rows and the number of columns. The number of rows are 10,48,576. Okay, these are the rows here. How many these are? 10,48,576. Okay, and if you want to talk about the number of columns, it starts from A, B, C, D. See here, this one, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it goes till X, F, D. See here, X, F, D. And if you ask me how many columns these are 16,384 columns. Okay, I repeat it again. Number of rows are 10,48,576, and number of columns, the last column is XFD. Okay, but how many these are? These are 16,384. All right, do remember that. Okay, fine. Let's move on further. Let's talk about a cell. I told you, whatever you type, it will be typed in the active cell. Now, you might be thinking about how many characters can be written in a particular cell. See, there could be so many. All right, but how many? In fact, these are 32,767. All right, 32,767 characters. They can be written in a cell. Okay, where can we write it? In an active cell. Okay, let me tell you that we are on page number 270 in your book, chapter number 13. Okay, page 270. All right. Okay, then there are some basic things like this is a vertical scroll bar and this is a horizontal scroll bar. You might be knowing about that. This is common to all the windows, right? Then now we learn how to enter the data in the cells. Let's try to make one small application. As you can see, I'm typing here on the screen.
Right.
Okay, we have these headings here: roll number, name, phone. Then we have the subjects: English, Hindi, maths. Then we find the total of all these three. In the total, then we find the average, the result, and the rank. Okay. Okay, we have some names here. Then we have the phone. Now, before doing this, let me tell you that we can enter 5 different types of data in this. The first one is text. You can see here, Aman, Raman, Daman, Taman. These are all text. Okay, the names. There is no number involved in this. Similarly, this roll number is a number, right? So, a number, a text, right? Then you can see this phone. We generally write the phone numbers, but we don't add or subtract. That means we don't perform any calculation on phone, right? So we enter the phone, which is a number, but we treat it as a text, right? We don't perform any calculation on phone numbers. So this is the third type of data which we can enter, that is the number as a text. Okay, so what to do when we have to do this? See, we started with an apostrophe sign, right? You can call it apostrophe and you can also call it a single quote. Okay, so we start with a single quote and we start entering the phone number, right? See, what is the difference between these two? The first one, this one is a text and this one is a number. So how can I say that? You can see these were also the numbers, right? And they are right aligned, right? So from here we can say that this is a number and these were the text, okay, and these are left aligned. So you can see this one, this is a left aligned thing, so that means this is a text. So I want to enter this number also as a text. So what we need to do, there are 2 ways of doing this. You can double click this and you can put an apostrophe or a single quote here and press enter. Or if you don't want that, you can even change it here, right? What was this? This was a formula bar. I hope you remember. See this? A formula bar. Okay. So let me repeat it once again what we've done till now. This is a number. You can get the alignment from here. The alignment is right aligned, so this is a number. This one is a text because it is left aligned, and these are the numbers but written as text, entered as text. Okay, then we start entering the marks. Let us write the marks now. All right, so these are again the numbers. That's why they are right aligned. Okay, you can see, let's write this also. A single quote and then the number, right? A single quote and then the number. A single quote and then the number. Okay, so these were the numbers, these are the text, these are numbers written as text, these are the numbers. Then the next type of data which we can enter here, that is the date. Okay, let's insert one more column here in between the phone and the English. How to do that? We can right click on this and click on insert. The important thing here to remember is that where am I right clicking? I'm not right clicking here. Okay, I'm right clicking on this. Okay, on the column heading. You can see this downward pointing arrow here. The moment you get this, you right click on this and then click on insert. The moment I click insert, I get one column between this phone and the English. Okay, let's write the date of birth. Let's enter the date of birth. Okay. So you can see here we have entered the date, right? Let me repeat. These are the numbers. This is a text. This is a number entered as text. This is a date, right? Now we have another type of data, that is the formula. Okay. So let's see how to enter a formula. You can see I want to find out the total of these three. Okay. So how to do that? You click here and you write. Now, for example, I want to add this, this, and this. Okay. And I want to place this sum here. So what will I do? All the formulas, they start from the equal to sign. Okay. You press equal to, and then you can click here and then put a plus sign. Click here, put a plus sign. Now click here. So these are the three cells which we wanted to add. You can see here G4, H4, I4, right? And you can press enter. Now that I want to just drag it down here because I want to copy this. So you can see this small dot here. This thing is known as a fill handle. Okay, what? A fill handle. All right. You can see the mouse pointer changing here. You can see this big plus sign as a mouse pointer. But the moment you take it here, its sign changes. It's a four directional pointer now. If you keep it here, it's like this. But when you take it on this small dot here, you can see a small plus sign, a thin plus sign, right? So that means that now it's ready to copy down. So you click and drag here, and the same formula gets copied, right? So now what it is doing, this is a sum of all these three. This one is a sum of all these three, right? And so on. Okay. You can see when I click here, and in the formula bar here, you can see what he's writing. He's writing G4 plus H4 plus I4, right? You can check it here, or if you want, you can even click here and press F2 key, the function key F2, right? So see here, G5, H5, I5. Similarly, when you click here and press F2, G6, H6, and I6. So what is happening? See, G4, H4, I4, G5, H5, here, G6, H6, G7, H7. So what is happening? You remember we clicked here and then we dragged it down to copy the formula, right? So he's changing all the addresses from G4 to G5 to G6 to G7 and so on, right? So it means that this is a relative referencing. So you come down, when you click here, it's finding the sum for this. When you come here, it's finding the sum for this. It's known as a relative referencing. Do remember that, okay?